June 30th, 1908. Siberia's Evenki region, remote and cloaked in dense, untouched forest. The morning had started just like any other for the local tribes living in the area, until the sky erupted into chaos. Witnesses describe a blue-white fireball blazing across the heavens with terrifying intensity. A sound like artillery fire echoed through the woods. Then came the explosion, a deafening, earth-shattering roar. At ground zero, over 2,000 square kilometers of forest, millions of trees were flattened. The scale of destruction was staggering. Imagine the power of Hiroshima's atomic bomb. Now multiply it by 1,000. Yet, despite the explosion's intensity, there was no impact site, no giant indentation in the earth. Eyewitness accounts are unsurprisingly sparse. The Tunguska region was and remains remote and sparsely populated. Still, a handful of chilling testimonies survive. Locals from the Evenki tribe reported strange premonitions in the days leading up to the explosion. They described luminous phenomena in the sky, unusual glowing clouds, flashes of multicolored lights, and inexplicable heat waves. Then came the fireball. One Evenki hunter recalled hearing a sharp crack before a wall of heat knocked him unconscious. When he regained consciousness, he found himself miles from his campsite, surrounded by a wasteland of scorched trees. For years, no one ventured to investigate. Siberia's inaccessibility meant it wasn't until 1927, 19 years later, that Russian scientist Leonid Kulik finally organized an expedition to uncover the truth of Tunguska. Kulik believed reasonably that the explosion was caused by a meteorite. But as his team reached Tunguska's remote forest, they found no sign of a meteorite, no crater, and no explanation. All they saw were flattened trees extending for miles. Some accounts mention unusual traces of nickel and iridium in the soil, and even bizarre genetic mutations in local flora and fauna. Some researchers theorized a comet might have caused the event, a frozen ball of ice and gas disintegrating in the atmosphere and triggering an airburst. Others proposed an asteroid. But could something less cosmic, and perhaps more sinister, be the culprit? Nikola Tesla, the legendary inventor, had ambitions of creating a global death ray. Could Tunguska have been an inadvertent test? Some theorists posit an antimatter collision. Others go further, suggesting a micro-black hole passing through Earth's atmosphere. Of course, none of these extraordinary hypotheses are conclusively supported. Adding to the puzzle were reports of eerie night glows across Europe, attributed to atmospheric dust, yet singular in nature. Even Cold War militaries showed interest, perhaps hoping to understand or harness the power. What makes Tunguska so captivating isn't just the unsolved mystery, it's the contradictions. An explosion of unimaginable power, yet strangely precise. No crater, but a shockwave felt globally. Over a century later, the Tunguska event persists as an open question, a reminder of forces perhaps beyond our grasp. Make of it what you will.